this be so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Smith. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Seahawks 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on second down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Johnson to return it. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down here. He's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 27, Powell. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions, trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Pack the 60, pack the 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off of play action, here's Smith. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Seahawks at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Gino. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that. Street.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ken Walker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point safely through. That'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Commanders 10, Seahawks 7.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Al now to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why. The pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Walker. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go play action. Howell. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
On the jump.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
On the ball, now.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Come on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Trap 50.
Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now he'll look to throw it. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now they go play action with Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Howell. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Robinson with another carry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. From the gun on third down, Howell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, Howell. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing here, Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Now Howell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This for a 4th quarter lead. Sly able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why just hold it tight?
Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Howell. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Howell, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They begin the drive with Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Third and long, here's Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
First down, Howell to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 more there and another 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Gibson again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Powell down to throw it. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Rig alert, rig alert.
Now it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And it's the Giants that wound up winning that one. Smith now to throw. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Ready, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Commanders, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.